Let me start this video with a question. If a child were to commit a murder, should they be arrested? This child is below 13. They did not do it in self-defense. This was a planned murder, so first degree. And it's... well, they murdered. They murdered an individual. Let's say they murdered their father in this scenario. Do you think that this child should be tried as an adult for their actions? Or do you think the justice system should give them pity because of their age? This has been a question that has been difficult to answer for a long time, for millennia. With some saying yes, with some countries or empires deciding to go with the yes option, where they would say, oh yeah, but the child did commit the murder, and then they would give them a harsh sentence like an adult, or they say no, because this child is not in its full mind yet, because, it's a child, it's still developing, it doesn't even know what a lot of these concepts are, and that they should be taken more lightly and be taken into much more therapeutic areas to help them potentially recover into law-abiding citizens. My take on this is that I think that if we can prove that this is first-degree murder in the clear state, then we have to charge them as an adult. I think we should charge them as an adult. Because if this child can plan a murder, know how to effectively murder, with a gun or a knife, execute it, and then potentially try to hide it, or at least gain something from it, even if it's pleasure, then it understands, to some extent, the issues of death. It understands the immorality behind just ending a life right there for no reason. Just because its brain is not fully developed, it does not mean that you can use that as an excuse. In fact, your prefrontal lobe and your frontal lobe aren't fully developed until your early to mid-20s on average. So if we were to use this as an argument, then we should allow a 19-year-old to get away with first-degree murder as tried as a juvenile. That logic doesn't sound as good, because 19-year-old can clearly plan it well. And also another reason is because we have social media, right? If these children were to see on social media, which a lot of children have phones and laptops nowadays to be able to get access to the social media, tablets, then what's going to happen naturally is that they're going to idolize, a good amount of them are going to idolize this action because they didn't get punished for it like they deserve, and then they're going to commit a similar action when time comes in for them, whether or not they're older at this point, or if they're still at that young age. So clearly, what's happening here is that not punishing them can lead to an indirect conditioning of other children that it's fine to do this murder, and then the cycle will repeat.